Okay.
Record to the
Okay.
cloud. And it's thinking about YouTube land right now. It's almost there.
All right.
And we are live. Okay.
Are we live?
We are live.
Am I muted?
You are not muted.
All right. Welcome everybody there in YouTube land and around the world. This is Nature's Frequencies. And you got RJ and Father. And we are just happy people with happy products, keeping everybody young and healthy. And we are going to talk about some cool things. You know, every time I see this picture, you just got to smile. This is a gorgeous beach, and this is us. We are just happy people in Florida. Yes, I'm in Naples, and I'm very happy. RJ's in Sarasota. He's happy. And this lady is very happy on the beach, Aj. You know?
He's very happy.
All right. So today is about happiness, staying young, and some incredible uses for the food card. Today, it's all about the food freshness card. So, you know, the food freshness card is like the world's best product. Why do I say that? Because we won a gold medal Edison award. Why? Because we have a U.S. patent on it. Why? Because we won 14 international awards, and a lot of them are on the food freshness card. And why? Because it's just amazing, and they keep working. It's like tick, tick, tick. These things just work. Put it in your fridge, it works. Put it anywhere, it works. You know, we were live, RJ, live on Fox News with Stuart Varney and company. We were in USA Today. It is all good. And today we're going to tell you some incredible uses. RJ, you there?
We're here. And
can you flip this?
Here we go.
RJ, are we up to 12 years now?
As in August, we're up to 12 years.
All right, just checking.
We're close.
You know, a lot of people say they have patent pending. A lot of people say, hey, we've been in business 2 years. Not us. We have 6 patents, and we've been in business 11 years making products that people absolutely love. And they love us. Why? Because we make you healthy and happy. And that's what our job is. And you know, 11 years. Hey, that's pretty good. Today's topic, food freshness card. You know, this is a good topic. Why? Why? Because, you know why? Because 1/3 of the food in America, like around the world, 13 billion tons per year is wasted. That's enough to feed America 10 times. That's bad food waste. We have people, one of our friends from Harps, he throws away less than one bag card. B, he makes sure that he doesn't make waste. And I'm really proud of him. And that's really special. I try, you know, it's amazing. The food freshness card, this baby, it works. Put it in your fridge, put it under your bread box. Bread loves it. All right. I'm in Florida. I have no mold in my bread because I keep my bread on my food freshness card. Bread is amazing. Crazy, but it works. But all right, Arch, what else do we got?
Here we go.
Here we go. We go. You waste over $2,000 a year throwing out food. We don't want that. Not with a food freshness card, baby.
Not with the food freshness card. Let's go.
No, it just put it in your fridge. Put it in your pantry. You know, and you can never have too many. That's the other thing. Understand that your water picks up the frequencies of the food freshness card inside your fridge. So if you have a fridge that makes water, you're making better water, period. All right. So all of your liquids in the fridge pick up the good frequencies of the food freshness card. Yay. And we're going to save you money.
We like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
For a whack. They're like $5 a pack here now. Anyways, no throwing away berries. You know, we don't want the mold. So all right, Arch, what do we got next?
So what can we do to help?
What can we do to help?
What can use the food freshness card.
Good idea.
Okay.
Let's see this little baby. It comes up with 3 U.S. patents. What does it say in the right? Do we tell any secrets of what's in this thing?
Um,
No.
not
Good.
no,
Good.
no secrets are told.
I'm really glad. RJ, this is a prize.
It is.
You know what's funny is we've had other companies that want this and blah blah blah, and they're like, "Well, tell us what's in it." We're like, "No."
No.
What's in it? So I'm really happy we don't say what's in it. So I got to tell you, it can keep food fresher longer, up to 50% longer, and it does it. And it absolutely does it. Yay. All right. What else, Arch?
All right. Now
Talk to me.
we
What do
got
we got?
we got some cool Bovie testing, or we got some time lapse. Where do we want to go here?
Let's go to Bovie because I got to
Here's the
explain.
Bovie.
All right. All right. What people don't understand is energy. Well, a lot of you people on the call do understand energy. The energy coming off this card is flipping amazing. All right. Why do I say that? Because I know it. And we have quantum energy specialists that'll tell you that. Marie from Paris taught us so many uses of the card because of the energy. RJ and I were at a trade show, and these 2 ladies come running up to us. It was an organic food show in Baltimore. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "We have the food freshness card." Why? She goes, "We just walked in the door. The energy coming out of this booth it can knock you over." And she goes, "What are you?" And she takes her hand and puts it over. And we feel your energy from the minute we walk in the door. And then they bought a whole bunch of stuff. But I'll never forget that. She goes, when I say this is a big conference center, the conference center is flipping huge. And she goes, "We have beelined right to your booth. And we both can't explain it, but we both felt the energy." Isn't that cool? Now, energy is Bovie testing. And we sent the card, actually not us. Our buddy in Singapore sent the card to be tested in Amsterdam. And they tested the food freshness card for energy. And let's hear it, Arch. Can we hear Frank?
We sure can.
The Bovie value is a measurement of the life energy, of the vital force in products and in people. And it's called after a physician in France. He was between the First and the Second World War responsible for the quality of the food of the French soldiers. And he was an expert in doing radiesthesia, just measuring the Bovie value. And for every fruit and vegetables, he knew after 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 days what the vitality, the Bovie value of the vegetables were. So when a bunch of fruit was delivered at the military, he could easily measure the vitality, and then he knew, it's okay for another week, for another 2 weeks. So it was a quality test for how fresh and how vital the vegetables are.
So now let's go to the food freshness card. You tested that. How did you test it?
Well, exactly the same way, just spreading water over it. And this card is 2 times bigger than the earthing card. But I was really amazed. 73,800 Bovie value just by pouring water over it.
That's a 400% increase. Now, if this was near food, what do you think it would do to our food? Because first of all, let's start with water. We are 60 to 70% water. Nobody fights that. Fruit, vegetables, high percentage of water. Water picks up everything. Water's a great substrate. So if the food freshness card was near some food, what do you think the food would be for your body?
Well, much more healthier, because it's not only the vitality which increases, but the negative information decreases too. So the vegetable is purified by the food freshness card. So I started the new test already. a test of a jar of 1 liter water, put on the Freshness card and on the earthing card. And I will show you results.
You've been testing. I love it.
We're testing. This is the water we start with.
Yeah.
These are the results of the test we just spoke to each other about.
Yeah.
And here you see the test with 24 hours, 1 liter. And you see, this was already amazing. I can't read it now from behind, but see how it's almost 100,000
Yes.
on the earthing card. And that's almost 150,000 for the Freshness card.
Wow.
And this is really good because I performed quite a lot of tests for people who said who had energy boards, but they never come higher than 90,000 bovie.
That's amazing. And you did that within a week.
And now in one day, 24 hours.
So we're doing good.
Yes, you can say really that you are doing good, yes.
All right, RJ, kill the video for a minute. I got to talk.
Okay, here we go.
I got to explain this. Number one, Frank is from Amsterdam. RJ, I'm looking at your screen. All right. Anyways, Frank was tasked for huge projects like water projects for countries and for cities. And he goes, these people, you know, they make water products and their goal was 90,000 bovine. And that's in like huge vats, like huge for like towns, you know, the big water towers. He tested that, and their goal is to increase the bovine. Well, we just ran the water over the card and it increased 400%. Now that's what he was laughing. He goes, their goal is 90,000. One day on our card, the water went to 150,000 bovine. And he's laughing. He's like, I don't see that ever, anywhere. Uh-oh, my phone's doing things.
Nope, you're still good.
All right. Someone's trying to call me. Anyways, so it's amazing. And he was amazed. And that's why he was laughing. It's because, like, you don't know how good this is. Energy is everything. Now, I'm going to give you some other uses of the card. Let's go first to Dr. Marie. Dr. Marie is in Paris, and she is a quantum energy specialist in Paris. She's fabulous. She got our card, fell in love with it. She and she taught us this. She goes, but Rick, before I see my patients, I have them lay on 5 cards. She's got a table, and she put 5 cards, 5 food freshness cards under a pad. And she goes, I would have my people lay on it for like 15 minutes. And she goes, Rick, half of the people, when they got up off the table, said, I don't know what you did to me, but I'm better. And she goes, this is like, so I'm talking to her. So I sleep on the cards, and it started with a food freshness card. So I'll sleep on 3 or 5. Now I sleep on energy and vitality cards because they're bigger, but food freshness card, put them under the mattress pad, line it up. You wake up feeling like $1 million. Your body, it charges the mitochondria of your body. All right. And your body, you're like 65% water. Water picks up everything. These are good frequencies. All right. Good energy. Oh, one more. On that lab test, it took the EMF load out of the water almost 60% lower. Okay. Just by running water over it, the EMF load decreased. I'm not sure. What was the percentage? It took it down, but
it was very significant.
It was significant. All right. Without being a mathematician. See, the other son is the mathematician.
Ooh.
RJ is the computer genius. Michael is the genius. Anyways, it was very significant. It took the EMF load. EMF is everywhere. I am on my phone. I have EMF. I have EMF Shield. Yay. But you're taking the EMF load down out of the water. Better for you. Just so you know, your body functions better with less EMF. It's just the way life is. I can't change it. Next. So one, you can use it under your mattress pad. You got to have it under the mattress pad because it feels plasticky if you put it under the sheets. So Under the mattress pad, put a bunch. Now, next, do you have any pets? If you have a pet, you know, they have the dog bowls and they're kind of up on a little tiny stand. If the dog's a little taller, I put it right under that. And my dog's water picks it up and the food picks it up. And it's a great place if you like your pets. What's also very cool, if your pets lay down someplace, stick a food freshness card under their dog bed. They will lay at the dog bed and not want to get up because it's a comfort zone. Animals feel it, and it makes their bed more comfortable to them. And it does good things to your body. Now, what do I mean by that? It does your gut. In your gut, you've got billions of bacteria. Like supposedly, the acid in there can eat through anything. And your body is constantly, that's why we have probiotics with bacteria, and there's good bacteria. So let's say you eat something bad. If you eat something bad, I promise you, lay down, just put the food card on your belly. On your belly. This is the big one. Just lay down on your belly and lay down for 15 minutes. It settles your stomach. It's better than, plop, plop, fizz, fizz, and taking any medications. I am telling you, I've had more people that I've told this to that they said, Rick, I can't explain it, but it works. So
just do it.
Just do it. I just, any stomach issue, like my kids know I've got a cast iron stomach. I can eat bad food. My stomach's not bad. Once in a while, let dad eat it, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. I'll lay down 10 minutes later. I'm fine. All right. And I won't be wiped out. So I got to tell you, it's a 10. Like there's certain things that we do that are really good. You get an upset stomach, anybody in your family, just tell them to lie down 10 minutes later on the stomach. It's incredible. Isn't it, Arch? Like just incredible. Next, if you have bread, stick it in the bread box. We got this cool place called Piggly Wiggly, and they make Piggly Wiggly bread, and it's really moist, and it's got like cranberries. You can get any flavor you want, and it's fabulous and expensive, but it goes fast. Well, with a food freshness card, I get to eat the whole thing. Without it, I got to throw away half, just the way it is. Why do I know this? Because every once in a while, I take mine out and give it to somebody, and then I bum out when my bread goes bad. But it really works on bread. If you have any vegetables, it does an amazing job on vegetables. Now, here's the other benefit. And we found this out from a supermarket. One of our supermarkets that we put the food freshness cards in, the guy said, Rick, I got to tell you, since we put the food freshness card in, we don't have fruit flies. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Where do fruit flies come? Mold and bacteria growth. If you don't have mold and bacteria growth, your medium's not there. And he goes, Rick, forget about the savings and freshness. When you're a produce manager and fruit flies are all over, you feel like crap because you're losing that battle. And he goes, Rick, I got to tell you, what it did to my fruit flies made it worth it. And these aren't inexpensive for a supermarket, but if I can eliminate the fruit flies, he goes, Rick, it's a home run. He goes, forget about my shrink and my waist, that went down, but my fruit flies disappeared. And it's kind of a coincidence, but it happened right after we put the food freshness cards in. Isn't that cool? So bacteria, food freshness card neutralizes it. It really does a good job in your stomach. Your biome, there's a lot of stuff going on in there. This says good juju. So your belly really likes it. Arch. Oh, power. Power and air. All right. If you have like airflow coming into your house, stick it in there. All right. If you have a pool, put it in the filter. Make your water good. It just helps you. Just, the little filter catcher, just fold it up, stick it in there, leave it there. All right. There's so many uses. We had a veterinarian that put it in a horse trough, and they had 2 piles of water. And one, she put a card in, the other one she didn't. The one she put it in is the only one the horses would drink out of. And it was a, in the trough that were like in this one side and one side. The only water they would drink is a food freshness card. All right. Water, very, very good for you. Arch, what else?
Besides waters being very, very good, we got some pretty cool time lapse, and we're gonna start with tomatoes.
All right. Just before we turn it on, watch the bottom left tomato. When you talk about energy, all right, understand a plant wants to live, but once they get cut and the vine gets cut, it doesn't get a signal from Earth. That's 7.2 to 7.23. Wow. It's the Schumann resonance. And once it doesn't get that signal, it doesn't know it's supposed to live. But if you can replicate the signal and give the plant energy, it wants to live. So watch the bottom left of the tomato on the card. The lab was amazed. All right, let's see what we got, Arch.
Here we go.
All right. This is a 40-day time lapse. And we start the time. And day 10, if you look at the ones on the right, you can see the stem, it's all molded. The ones on the left, no mold. Bottom left, isn't that cool? This guy tried to grow. And look at the stems on the left. All right, look at the tomatoes on the right. They're dead. Like, these are the ones that are going to make fruit flies, okay? Ones on the left, still edible. That one grew a stem, it tried to live. This is incredible. And what's very cool, all of our time lapse is stamped on the bottom right in the lab, so there's no fun and games being played. Like, every single picture has this time stamp on it. So it's very cool. But that's amazing. Now, this is the one that this test was expensive, the next one, bread. Why was it expensive? Because it went on for friggin' ever. I can't explain it, Arch, but all right.
6 months.
Right. We stopped it at 6 months.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I don't want to pay anymore. So this is the same loaf of bread put in 2 Ziplocs, just half in one Ziploc, half on the other. Play it, Arch.
Playing.
All right. So this is just regular white bread. And month 2. Here we go. Here it goes. Oh, month 4. And you don't even want to open the bag on the right because you don't even know what's going to escape. Month 5. And month 6. That is just ugly. Again, I don't even want to open that bag. All right. But the one on the left was still good. The lab calls us up and they go, we can keep running the test, but A, nobody's going to believe you. And B, it's costing you a fortune. And C, I think you can go forever because we see no mold. So we're happy. 6 months, no mold, with the food freshness card. Without it, mold project. Look how good that is. All right. You are not throwing that. Isn't that amazing, Arch? I mean, let's get serious here.
It really is amazing. Just look at the pictures, you know?
Sometimes we forget, Arch, how good we are.
Like, we're pretty good.
All right. What else do we got, Arch?
I got one more vid with some berry action.
Okay. Berries now, at least down here, are getting wicked expensive. Strawberries, you bring home strawberries and like, if you don't get it near a card, they go boom. So, okay, play this, baby.
Here we go.
We had the lab test 4 different types of berries. And red raspberries, they're expensive.
Keep in mind the timestamps that are changing with every frame.
Yeah. Look at the right. Oh, it's just bad. And the strawberries are bad. The red raspberries are bad. The blackberries are starting to go. Blueberries lasted the longest. All right. But, those little tubs cost $5 each. You don't want to eat mold. You wind up throwing them all away. Anyways, berries, very, very good on the food card. All right. What else do we got, Arch?
All right. A couple other uses. You know what? Your plants love the food freshness card. What can you do with plants?
RJ, what can we do with plants?
We can run the water.
Tell us.
We can run the water over the food freshness card and then feed your plants with that water.
Or you can take the card and actually stick it in the dirt and water it and watch what happens to your plant. We had somebody do it with a dead plant. It revived the plant. I don't know if RJ's got like a trillion videos, but somebody did it, a dead plant, and they go, Rick, it revived a dead plant. All right. So, yeah, it's all right. You don't have to find it.
No,
but I remember it.
The secret hacks, the secret life hacks of the Food Freshness Card. It's too good.
It's the secret hacks, baby.
Yeah.
You can also stick a Food Freshness Card on your power box. All right. Your power box has a lot of energy. All right. You can tape one to the outside of it. It's not a bad idea. Oh, one more. My favorite is your inbound water supply in your house. Before your hot water heater, you've got a big, like 3/4 inch line or a 1/2 inch line. Just take it, wrap it around, and duct tape it in your water line. Huge. It helps the water. As the water passes through, it picks up the good frequencies. Just take duct tape, wrap the Food Freshness Card around it. All right. I haven't done that yet in this house. Just thought of that. I will.
We should do that.
I will. I will. I will now. I will. What else we got, Arj?
We got, I mean, that's pretty much the gist.
These are uses. We've got a good long video. Should we play that?
I mean, we do have a great video of what the people are saying. Do we want to hear what the people are saying?
All right, let's hear what people are saying. Then I got to give away a food card because I love giving away stuff. So in the meantime, people can think of numbers. I'm thinking of it right now, so it's kind of a game. So let's see who can, when we put it up right after the video, we will. Do we have a special today too, Arj?
We sure do, and we'll reveal the special after the video.
All right, play the video, Arj.
All righty. Okay.
I love this video.
This is
I love when we hear from our people.
This is a really good one. Let me go to share my screen.
Like the magic man. I'm going over here, gonna get this. Let me go to this screen, that screen. I'm lucky I got a phone to work.
All right,
Rob.
You see Dr. Rob?
Just before you play, Dr. Rob is amazing. He wrote a book, Inside Out Health, and he talks about the gut bacteria, the biome.
Amazon bestseller.
He was one of the first people. He's got an Amazon bestseller, and the book was Inside Out Health, and it's a great book about how your food, it helps you heal. And he got a hold of the card, and his wife was Riot. She goes, Rick, I buy the big containers of spinach. We've never finished one. They always go mold. With a food card, that baby spinach doesn't go bad. And they're the nicest people. Anyways, okay, play Dr. Rob.
Here we go.
Dr. Rob Silverman here, ACA Sports Council Chiropractor of the Year, author of Inside Out Health, a revolutionary approach to your body. I want to talk to you about something that I've been using and I've been getting fantastic results, and I stand 1,000% behind. We eat organic. The food is lasting in the refrigerator 4 times as long. Now, we all know that organic food is the healthiest food that we can consume. The problem is, after 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator, it spoils. No pesticides. The food cart is enabling the freshness and enabling the organic food to last longer.
Well, hello. I want you to know that I've had this card for 1 year, and my bread, I left to go international. I bought the bread a week before I left, was gone 6 weeks. I've been home 2 weeks actually. And here is the bread, soft.
No mold.
And no mold.
What do you think of the Food Freshness Card?
I think it's awesome because I only eat fresh green food. And I can tell you over the year, my kale, my spinach, apples, they'll be in there from the beginning of the month until the end of the month, still as fresh as ever.
My family loves all of Nature's Frequency products. Since we've been testing the food card, we found that it stretches our dollar a lot farther by keeping our bread, our fruits, our vegetables all fresher longer. My kids live on berries during the summer, and we found that especially organic berries stay a lot longer and we're able to eat them before they go bad. Instead of lasting 2 or 3 days, we can get a week out of them, which is fantastic. Since we've been using the food card, we find that our budget goes a lot further because we have less food waste.
Happy New Year. I'm at my son's visiting. And when I got here, I got upset with him because something happened to the food freshness in his refrigerator. So I made sure that it got back in there because they never have to throw food away. And I'm a single woman. I mean, I'm always throwing stuff away because I can't eat it fast enough. And now it lasts forever. So, and the bananas, my son is just amazed. He says, how come the bananas last so long? So they immediately put all the fruit and bananas on the food freshness, and they weren't paying attention to the refrigerator. So it was just amazing when I got here. You know, I've got believers now. You have more believers. So thank you.
In taking care of Mom, who is now in another facility, I had to make 2 separate meals because she wanted good old fashioned meat and potatoes and meat and potatoes and all of that. And I eat in a different fashion. So everything I would eat would spoil quickly. I occasionally want a piece of bread. This bread has no additives at all. It is a sourdough bread from one of our bakeries in town. And it is as fresh as it was the day I bought it. And it's from October 1st. October 1st. And so every once in a while, it might be once a week, I'll use a piece of bread. And I mean, look at it. So my organic vegetables, the berries, they last at least 3 times longer because I do average, I was counting 6 food freshness cards in each refrigerator, and they are not large refrigerators. Also, I do cook occasionally and need milk or cream or sour cream and stuff like that. I have some that's 6 months old. There isn't any mold on it. My cheese gets no mold on it. It's amazing. So I'm very grateful. It just makes my heart so warm that you created this to help the world not waste food. And I love to hear the updates on that. I really do. So thank you so much for starting this company and starting it with Food Freshness Card.
I tell you, the Food Freshness Card, being what it does, is amazing because you don't think about how long your food lasts. Now, that might sound like a negative, but it's not. Milk lasts, I don't know what it is about milk. It lasts forever. It just doesn't go bad. I don't know what to say. We don't drink a lot of milk, so it's in there for a month, 6 weeks, perfectly fine. The wife does, and daughter buy organic. And lettuce, of course, as you know, whether it's escarole or endive, it goes bad in days. It doesn't go bad. It's an amazing thing to watch. Fruit, it just never goes bad. I don't know how to explain it. And you get so used to it, which I guess is kind of a problem, that you don't think about how fast stuff used to go bad. So the savings, that stuff is expensive. Everything's expensive. Fruit's expensive. Organic is expensive. Foods in general, milk is, oh my gosh, it's a fortune, $5, $6 a gallon, depending on where you get it at. So just extremely excited about the whole thing. I probably take it for granted, which I should not, because it really doesn't.
I've got cheese still here. It says used by date the 11th of October, 2022, right? And it's still edible. There's no mold on it. You can see it. There's the proof and evidence of it. I'm still eating it. I chop a little bit off every day. I don't need a lot of cheese, but yeah. And the date says the 11th of October, 2000. Look, I bought that cheap too, $4.99. Most people would just walk past it. $4.99, you think you throw it out after a week. But there you are, 11th of October. It's still going great. And it's already the 1st of January. And just think, that bread's 6 months old. For God's sake, unbelievable. It's a staff of life, I tell you. And just, Rick, what you're doing with the technology is fantastic.
The Food Freshness Card has been great ever since I got it down in Atlanta. Used it on the way home back to Pittsburgh. But the Food Freshness Card hit numerous all over the house. I keep them, the vegetables in the refrigerator. I hate to go to the store. But when I go, I'll stock up on the vegetables because that's the good stuff. And they'll stay in my refrigerator, my vegetable crisper, for months at a time. And it is amazing how that does it. You look at the expiration date or something on there, and it just doesn't. It's amazing how much they stay there. And I'm so thankful for the Freshness Card and what it does to inhibit the bacteria and the mold and stuff. It does what it's supposed to. So I have several in the fridge, and it makes the food taste better. It's a wonderful gift for Christmas. I give them to the kids every Christmas. Say, here, put this on there. Oh, Dad, what's that for? I said, just believe me, this company's been around 9 years. The patents on this, they couldn't do this and have all these wonderful testimonials if it didn't work. Believe me, it works. And they come back and say, hey, Dad, that's amazing. That's good. They still got it.
The food card in my house is not only in the refrigerator, on the counter for the fruits, the vegetables, the flowers. I'm also in a social service position, and I have placed them in my clients' homes. They're elderly or socially challenged, and they get some of their food from the food pantries. And the food stays fresh so long. It's not like they go out to the grocery store and get them. They get it from the food pantry, and it's still good. It's still mostly fresh, and it will last, again, 4 to 5 weeks, whether it be in the refrigerator, in the bread box, in the freezer. It is a wonderful, wonderful product to have in anybody's
You got to remember, when you live in a warmer area, your food can go and spoil faster. That's one of those things that just happens. It doesn't just freeze like where you live. Anyway, 2 places that we really use it to save us money on our food. One is in the pantry itself. We buy freshly baked bread, which always goes down faster than if you get it in the regular, Wonder Bread or whatever else it is. So we have found that putting it just within a couple of feet of that bread, that it has stayed until we finish it, which is pretty good for us considering we don't usually eat a lot of bread around here. But even better place that saved me money was in the refrigerator. I'm not a big milk drinker. I'll cook with it, but I don't really drink it. My wife, on the other hand, doesn't drink it much, but she'll have it with her cereal in the morning. And we're talking like, what, a half a cup on there? And we found that buying a gallon jug, it would just go bad before she finished it. So she had to cut back, starting to buy the quarts and that kind of thing, which is just in itself more expensive than buying the gallon if you could use the whole thing up. We started using it underneath of the water or underneath of the gallon jug. And it went from lasting a couple of weeks to until it was empty a month later. And I went back to the commissary and could replace it. So it saved not only in not throwing it out because it was bad, but because we were able to buy a larger amount of it and keep it fresh that much longer. It works for anything that you put in the refrigerator, anything at all.
All right, Arch.
This is
Oh, this
Christy
is the last
again,
one.
and we just want to give you an update. This card that I have had in the bottom of my refrigerator has kept my food fresh for a really long time. I am completely sold. Everyone should have one of these in the refrigerator. This is amazing. A week ago, I recorded a video of this very same vegetable tray, and I haven't thrown it away because the vegetables are still good, and even they're still fresh. See, crunchy carrot, still fresh. And the ranch dip is still good. But the other amazing thing is this is a jar of milk. And it's good local milk. And I don't have a lot of kids in my house anymore. And so we don't go through a ton of milk. So I buy a little bit more expensive milk. However, you see how what's in there? Just a little bit. it's still good. And I bought this when I bought this tray. So how long has that been? So it's been almost 3 weeks. Almost 3 weeks ago, I bought this. And there's not very much left, but I'm going to use the rest of this in my cereal right now. I'm going to have cereal, but I just wanted to thank you again for this fabulous food card and from Nature's Frequencies. It's amazing. So everyone should have one of these. Thanks.
All right. I got to tell you. All right. Kill the video. I got to say it. Here's the deal. I'm packing up the house. I'm in Naples. I fly out at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I look at my daughter's milk. It's almond creamer milk. RJ, April 10th is the good for you date by.
April 10th.
Got some other almond milk. This is April 15th, good for use by. It's still good. Like, I had to dump it out. Not because it's bad, because I'm going away for like months. Anyways.
And we're in May 24th.
Oh, well, how about this one? May 5th. It was good for use by romaine lettuce.
3 weeks ago.
Okay, well, this one didn't have as good a day. It's got a little brown on the edges. You know, you get the 3-pack. It was in the back of the fridge. And I don't know. Nobody saw it. But anyways, lettuce like this is perfect. May 5th. Good for use by. So, and again, I'll eat, no problem. But I got to pack up, close up the house, and I'm just, it works. Why does it work? Because I got a food freshness card in there, baby. All right.
I think that's good. Yeah, we always have a special. And I think we're going to do a buy one, get one free on all products and packages until Monday, the 26th. Yeah. All
right. I like that. How about, okay.
Why? Do you want to jazz it up?
Anybody spends, I don't know. You should give away the industrial. I got to tell you, I love this. See, I cheat. This is the big one. Goes in supermarkets.
See, yeah, but what is that? The people don't know what that is. Explain.
I know. Well, we got the industrial food freshness card. Goes in supermarkets. All right, and it's the food freshness card basically on steroids. Okay, twice the size. I cheat. This is what I use. I do. I admit it. I cheat. Anybody spends $250, I think you should give them one, just for the record.
I think so too. And a lot of people don't know what that card is.
This is the jumbo industrial size food freshness card.
Jumbo
twice
jet.
the size. It's the jumbo, and it goes in supermarkets, and it works. And ever hear the line, bigger is better? Well, bigger is better. All right. The food freshness card is good. This is grand. All right. See, I cheat on everything. Here, this is my water. I got a food freshness card on that too. Anyways.
All right.
So
it sounds like the special is it's going to be all buy one, get one, everything. And if you spend $250, you're going to get Rick's secret trick, which is
you're going to get a secret gift. How's that?
I think that's pretty good.
And that's my number. And I already sent it to Ajay. All right. Yep. Kill the video, Arj. Kill the feed. And let's